My name's Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here, back at you with another review for Arrow Season 3. And this is the 11th episode, and the episode is titled Midnight City. Now, this episode takes place completely right after last week's episode, which we find out Brick's, true goal. Not his true goal, but his plan to meet his goal. He kidnaps some important people, but for the mayor to get those people back, she has to give him the Glades. So, yeah, but also, just like we saw at the very end of last week's episode, Laurel has taken up the persona of the Canary, or Black Canary should be. That's what it should be called, not the Canary. It's not like as ridiculous as Green Arrow, which Green Arrow isn't that ridiculous of a name. But, at first, no one is accepting her doing it. I mean, no one at all. Not Roy, not Diggle, not Felicity. No one is really wanting her to be a part of it. But when they decide to accept her help, trying to get back one of the people, because she wasn't really prepared, because she didn't have true training. All she had was fighting. Training in just regular fighting. And one of those people got killed, feeling so guilty. She even herself believed that she was not ready to do this. Doing it for Sarah wasn't good enough. But, it seemed like they all had a reason to just continue fighting in this episode. Because Felicity even decides to come back, saying, it's not just Oliver's fight. It's their fight as well. Which, they were all given that courage, and they were all able to work well, real good. And also in the episode, you do get to see some lying to Captain Lance for the fact that he does not know that Sarah's dead. So they had to keep the ruse going on that she's still alive. But eventually, she's going to have to tell him. Because, you can't do something like that forever. So, it would happen one day. And for those of you who are familiar with Black Canary in the comics, I think you have some ideas of what might happen in the future. But, also, we, people that had quite a bit of a disappointment in the episode. It looks like, and this is just a minor spoiler alert, it looks like the Lazarus Pit was not what brought Oliver back. It was just really, I'm just going to call her Katana from now on. Katana's medicine and Oliver's willpower. I would like to see the Lazarus Pit mentioned, like it's a real thing, but just Oliver did not use it himself. Just to give some more of Ra's al Ghul. Because we've always seen him with the Lazarus Pit. Except for the Christopher Nolan Batman films. But still, that was like more real, like a real world thing. But we do see flashbacks. They do go and try to go undercover-ish to try to get Katana back from China White, which I guess he was given that the Alpha. He was going to give it to her, China White, in order to get his wife back. But it was a fake. And looks like Amanda Waller, they should have just, when it came to Katana, they should have just zipped their mouths, and probably they wouldn't have had so much problems, but still, they still got Katana back, and plus, China White didn't get the Alpha. So I would say it's like a win. It's a win-win type of thing. I mean, Waller still has the alpha formula, which I really wouldn't trust her with it. I mean, anyone who knows how she really is, would not trust her with their life. I wouldn't trust her with my life. I mean, I can't think of one person that trusts Amanda Waller. You know, comic book readers or actually in the comics. But yeah, that's was pretty much it for the episode. We do find out that DJ that was working for Thea actually is in with the League, kind of like a spy, I guess, to kind of keep tabs on Merlin. So now Raish Raz Al Ghul is going to know the truth, and he's most likely next week he's going to take some assassins to kill Merlin. Because they did have a hit out on him before, so there's no reason for it to be gone. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the episode. I have to say, it was interesting to see Laurel fully as the Canary, Black Canary. Even though she really wasn't good at it at first. I think it's kind of cool we get Black Canary from the comics, because in the comics, Laurel's, their mother, was the original Black Canary. And then her daughter, Dinah Laurel Lance, became the second Black Canary. So it was sort of sticking to the comics. Hey, maybe if we ask nicely, she could eventually get the canary cry, like literally get the canary cry. I mean, it's not like we haven't seen superpowered people, so I don't think I don't think there's a reason for it to not happen. I mean, just saying, they could do that much. And I really do hope they kind of bring in Katana fully for the present, because Katana is one of the birds of prey, and I would just love to see her just take on the actual name Katana, and maybe eventually do a birds of prey, like maybe they could have Huntress trying to redeem herself, trying to make up for her for past transgressions. Maybe we can get a full Birds of Prey. I mean, we already got Black Canary. We're pretty much looking like we're going to get Katana. And boom. I mean, I know Batgirl is one of the Birds of Prey, but so I mean, there was a Birds of Prey TV show that had 2 of the actual Birds of Prey members. So, I mean, I have to say, it was a pretty cool episode. From what it looks like in the previews, next week we should, at least to the very end of that episode, see the Arrow come back. And and at some point during this half of the season, we will be seeing the Atom. So, yeah, for any of you excited to see that, even though it's not Atom as you know him, more like a battle suit. I mean, just with how the show is, it kind of makes sense in a way. I mean, I love how Brandon Routh has been portraying the character. I have to say, he probably makes a better Ray Palmer than he did Superman. I mean, he sort of had the look, but, with that Superman movie, I don't really blame him. I just blame the story. It just seemed like a repeat of the first Christopher Reeves Superman. But that's pretty much it for my thoughts on the episode. Let me know yours down below, and also what would you like to see for the rest of this season. So as always, my name's Jimmy, and until next time, bye.